This video is going to help you graph points of a line on a coordinate plane, on my XY coordinate plane. So as you can see right away, I have a coordinate plane. Here is my x-axis, and here is my y-axis. Over here I have the equation, which is actually going to be the equation of a line. And I have my XY chart. So I'm going to put values of x in up here. So I'm taking the 0 and I'm putting it in for x. So 4 times 0 is 0 plus 1 equals 1. I'm taking the 3 and I'm going to put it in for x. So 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 more is 13. And I'm putting the 4 in for x. So 4 times 4 is 16 plus 1 is 17. Now I'm going to take those 3 points and I'm going to plot them on our coordinate plane, on our XY grid. So the first one here is 0, 1. And if you remember our videos with the spider on it, the saying I always use is I'll be right up, which means I'm going to the right first and then up. So I start at the origin, I'm going 0 to the right and then up 1. There's my first point, that's 0, 1. If I go 3, 13, 3 to the right, up 13. There's my second point. And then my third point is 4, 17, 4 to the right, up 17. And then if you're used to doing this on your paper, you would need to have a ruler so you can make a straight line connecting the dots. Since I have the Promethean board, I happen to have a tool that will let me put my point on that dot, stretch it down to the other point, and it should make a straight line. And if I look at it, you notice I started with the highest up point and the lowest point. It hit the middle point. And you may be able to notice that there are some other points every once in a while where it crosses two of the lines. For example, it crosses right there. And it crosses right there. Both of those points would also be on the line. And if you weren't sure, you could check it out because I'm 1 to the right and 5 up. I would bet if you put a 1 in, you're going to get a 5 out. Let's see, if I put a 1 in, 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. Winner. This one right here, I'm 2 to the right and 9 up. So let's see, if I put a 2 in, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Another winner. Let's try plotting a few more. Y equals 10 minus 3x. First thing I'm going to do is find out my xy values. So I put the x in. 0 in for x, 3 times x, 3 times 0 is 0. 10 minus 0 is 10. I put a 3 in for x. 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 gets me a 1. Then I put a 2 in for x. 3 times 2 is 6. 10 minus 6 is 4. Now we're going to plot these 3 points. So I got 0, 10, 3, 1. And 2, 4. Go get my nice tool for connecting the dots. And there's my line. By the way, if the line kept going and going, eventually I would get down to some negative numbers in both directions. But for 5th grade, we're only worried about working in this positive area. We got next one, y equals x minus 3. I know you probably don't have a graph like this, but what you can do is do the xy chart. So here we go. I put a 10 in for x. 10 minus 3 is 7. It helps if I have the pencil instead of the marking tool. 10 minus 3 is 7. 3 minus 3, 0. 7 minus 3, 4. Let's plot the points. 10. 7, looks about there. 3, 0, right there. 7, 4. And again, if I connect the points, I should get a line that looks like that. You may have noticed so far that sometimes our lines are going up from left to right. Sometimes they were going down from left to right. But every single one of them so far has hit all 3 points. And again, there may be some other points that would also connect. Try another one out. Y equals x plus 8. Stop the video when you fill in your chart. 0 plus 8 is 8. 3 plus 8 is 11. And 9 plus 8 is 17. So I'm plotting my points. 0, 8. 3, 11. 9, 17. Way over here. And then connect my points. That is so cool, isn't it? It just happens to run right through all of them. And if you notice on this one, look at all of these points. That one crosses perfectly there, and there, and there, and there, and there. It looks like for every number for X, I can find a number for Y. Let's try one more. Y equals 20 minus 3X. Figure out what your values are going to be for Y. Alright, if I put a 0 in there, 3 times 0 is 0. 20 minus 0 is 20. Put a 3 in. 3 times 3 is 9. 20 minus 9 equals 11. Put my 5 in. 3 times 5 is 15. 20 minus 15 is 5. Let's plot the points. 0, 20, way up here at the top. 3, 11. Right there. And then we got 5, 5. Do those three look like they would line up to make a line? Let's find out. Get my arrow right on there. Looks nice. Moving on to the next one. Y equals X divided by 2 plus 1. Fill out your XY chart first. 20 divided by 2. Remember, even though this one's got division, since it has division, I'm doing the division before I do adding because we have please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So I'm doing parentheses, none, exponents, none, multiply and divide. Yep, X divided by 2. So I put the 20 in. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 plus 1, 11. Put 14 in. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 7 plus 1, 8. Put a 4 in. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Graph these points. 2011. Way over here. We haven't been in that area yet. 14, 8. And 4, 3. And if we did this right, we should get a nice straight line through all of them. Not too bad. Y equals 3 plus 3X. Put the 0 in for X. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. Put a 3 in. That's going to be a lot of 3s. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 3, 12. Try the 5 in there. 5 times 3, 15. 3 plus 15, 18. So we got 0, 3. 0 to the right, up 3. 3 to the right, up 12. And 5 to the right, up 18. Try out the line. Looks good. Y equals 2x minus 5. Last one. Put my value in for x. So 2x first. 2 times x. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 minus 5, 15. Put a 3 in. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. Put a 5 in. 2 times 5 is 10. Minus 5 is 5. So we got 10, 15. 10 to the right, up 15. 3 to the right, up 1. 5 to the right, up 5. Get my line making tool. And there we go. That's how I plot points to make a line. If you notice, pretty much every time we had y equals something times x, if we get into values like y equals x squared, when you come plotting them, they won't always be a straight line.